Previously on the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast.
Friend of the show, Jonathan Hodapp, got a chase. He opened it. Don't open the chase, Jonathan. Come on. I tried to get it from him.
Shout out to Jonathan Hodapp, always commenting on this show. So do like Jonathan Hodapp does and comment on the video below, folks. Jonathan, if you're reading this, I would like to put out. Do you want to just say that without me yelling over it? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, perfect. Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Hodapp. Hi. It's the Hodapp. Hello.
Jonathan, if you're watching this, and we know you are, we want to have you on the broadcast sometime.
You're watching DaveCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Dave Cat, the voice. No one wants to hear from me. I want King Nick to do the intro. King Nick.
Go ahead. Do it. No, we're going.
Go. Put me on the spot. I should know by like episode 48. I should know how to do this by now.
Yeah, you should. What do you got? Come on, King. What do you got?
Oh, welcome.
I'm sorry,
welcome,
Nick.
loyal subjects of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, episode 48 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast with your host, the founding father, Nick Carpenter, Harold, commissioner of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, the puppet, the big cross man.
He's below me.
Crossley, and former king of the nerds, Dave, the voice Canning.
Three-time king of the
nerds. I have one time, but I never lost, so I'm like probably the longest reigning king by now. But we're getting off subject. And our guest, Jonathan Hodapp. I said that right?
You said it right.
Oh,
Hodapp.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It's an honor to be in the presence of the Brawler King.
Watch yourself, Chief. That is a very sensitive subject. Okay, I will kick you off and I will downvote your comments. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, because there is one man that always comments on our videos. I don't know why. We haven't paid him. Not being threatened. Like, this isn't a Jack Evans in Mexico theory, like right now. Yeah, went there, everyone. We went there. God, I hope he's okay. I really do. But
let's not joke about someone potentially getting taken hostage by the Mexican authorities.
I'm not joking about it. I said I hope he's okay. It's a wild situation. And hopefully by the time this airs on Tuesdays at 7:00, make sure you subscribe to the channel, that we find resolution and he's back safely in the States or, anywhere other than where he is. But yeah, so Jonathan, you comment all the time. So first question, why do you watch our show? Because I don't even like to watch it back.
Well, to be honest with you, probably about a few years ago, me and a bunch of my friends had a YouTube channel very similar to this, but it was basically like reviewing Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, things like that. And I was talking with Ryan in the Micro Brawler group, and he mentioned the podcast, so I was watching it, and it just reminded me so much of like what me and my friends did, where there's loosely like topics to talk about, but mostly you can just tell it was a bunch of good brothers just hanging out, shooting the shit kind of thing. And so just enjoyed watching it because that's basically what we did. Didn't last as long as yours though.
Listen, we're on now, right? We're on episode 48. Is that what you said, Nick? Right? I think I should know. I edit the thumbnails, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like that we are going to hit episode 50 in 2 weeks and that we're going to celebrate a year in February. Like this was planned to be a one-off. I don't know how many people know this story, but like I pulled over to a rest stop and just randomly messaged Nick and Ryan. I think maybe I had messaged them prior to like buy a Brawler off them. But like, I was just like, hey, Brawler anniversary is coming up for the group. We should make a podcast or something to celebrate it. Now here we are a year later. So
it was really just going to be a one-off. It was just going to be a one-time episode.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
I didn't even know that.
it was supposed to be a one-off, and then we got a commissioner, and then we started fighting for a crown, and Nick got run over. We had a baby. It's pretty wild. Like, I watched back the first episode, and like Nick's like, I don't have a favorite brawler. And then I'm like, what are you, a parent? And now he's a parent, you know. Like, it's pretty wild to watch that episode back. So go watch the very first episode of the Michael Brawler broadcast. Harold's not even a thought. We don't have
I'm
time.
gonna make a royal proclamation. And that is episode 50 coming in. There just might be a chance that we have a major guest joining us in episode 50.
Whoa.
Well,
Whoa!
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Breaking.
Let everybody speculate, but
Boop, 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 breaking news.
Damon Wayans, Major Pain.
I don't know.
Pauly Shore,
Pauly Shore.
freeze the juice. Nick, Jonathan, I got a question for you,
I don't have
buddy.
the shirt over here.
Shoot.
Sorry.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
since Nick was saying or Dave was saying how Nick didn't have a favorite brawler, do you have a favorite brawler?
I'm so glad you asked. I was actually, if that question wasn't asked, I was going to ask you guys. But-
Okay.
So I have two favorite brawlers, I guess. So ultimately, my favorite brawler would have to be, I don't know if you can see it, but Arn Anderson. Just,
Pew pew.
and I mean, the promos are great. The older he gets, the promos just get crazier and crazier.
Uncle Arn.
And we're just all
He's
okay
shooting
with
from
it.
the hip.
I
Yeah.
love that the brawler's got a bald spot too.
Oh yeah. But my other favorite brawler, just because of the toyeticness of it, and gonna bust Ryan's chops a little bit on it, has to be the Hurricane.
Oh,
Coming
Chase
out of
Wyatt.
nowhere. And that's all the time we have for Jonathan Hodapp. Really thank you for coming in there. Hoda Poppy, thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, the poppy, baby.
Yeah. But what are your guys' favorite?
Harold, do you want to go first?
Well, right now I gotta say, my new good friend Frank the Clown is my favorite brawler because he's my friend and he talks to me all the time. But realistically, I think Hiromu Takahashi is my favorite brawler. Hey Tom, yeah, will you get him for me? Sure.
It's You know what? We've heard the rumor that Tom puts his brawlers in his mouth. I want to see Harold put a brawler in his mouth. Exclusive right here on the show. I'll give you $20 for him.
No, I'm not. Well, I'll do a different one.
well.
You know what? No, we need a Daryl brawler, like a Daryl Hornswoggle sized brawler to go with Hiromu there. Just saying. I would have to say I'm going to stick with what I gave as an answer on the very first episode, the Michael Brawler broadcast, and it is the Macho Man, King Macho Man, Macho King. None of the 7 that were released after that pure chaos of a time. Ryan there.
Pretty sure I need to get a scepter.
Nick, how about you? Speaking of royalty, kayfabe royalty.
Now, currently, the ones that have been released, I would have to say probably, well, you know, all the micro brawlers are. I'm going to give a real answer this time. All right. I'll have to say the Funny Terry Funk. I really like that one. It's pretty cool. But my new favorite, I know we're going to talk about it some more later on, but Sex Ferguson.
He's not out yet. He hasn't even been sold yet. I mean, by the time this is aired, I think you may have a day left to get the Talking Shop of Mania Brawlers, but
I've been wanting that for a long time.
2 weeks, right?
Is it a
the
2-week
pre-sale?
pre-sale?
Yeah, I think
I think it's a 2-week. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
2.5 hours only.
Oh gosh.
3 a.m.
Every 2.5 hours, there's a new Talking Shop Brawler released.
Every 8 minutes, you get a chance to buy it.
Listen, the job I have now would probably be a little more lenient to me hiding in the bathroom every 2 hours than Stop and Shop was. Just saying.
I
Dave,
used
are
to
you
tell
all
my
right?
boss,
I'm
hey,
fine.
I went to my boss and I was like, hey, there's a new toy coming out at 1 o'clock. I'm really going to have to take a poop at that time.
Hi,
Harold,
boss.
Harold, where do
Ryan,
you work at?
what's that?
Where does Harold work at?
Oh, well, I work all over the place. I'm a very important businessman.
Okay.
What business
I
do you do,
commission
Harold?
a lot of
You have
things.
a-
You
you
know,
have a
this
boss
isn't the
though.
only broadcast that asks for my services. I don't know if you ever heard of a little broadcast called TV's Parks and Recreation or The Office. You're welcome.
Oh,
Have you heard of New Girl starring my good friend Zoe Deschanel? You're welcome. I put a bear in every episode or a reference to a bear in New Girl.
Is that a real thing? I've never seen the show.
Yes, it is.
and that was Harold. Harold was the one that did that.
Huh.
You're welcome. They used to call me Harold the Grizzly Man, the puppet.
Harold the Grizzly Man, the puppet. You've heard it here first, folks. So what we need is a Harold Brawler, but he's in a bear costume. There you
Yeah,
go.
like in Workaholics when the guy with the curly hair wore that bear jacket.
So if
Whose
so
idea
what
was
you're
that? Mine.
Harold the business puppet?
We need a new
Yeah.
bear. We need a new bear.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no, because I have Bernard on my desk and I don't need any more clutter on there. So
We don't need
But
bear.
Ryan, who is your favorite brawler?
thank you.
Okay.
Brett,
Back on track, you
oh,
jerks.
I wanted, of course, this guy, Bret Hart, for a long time. I don't treasure him like I should because, you know, you get him, then there's always new wants. But I mean, if
Put him in your mouth.
this
That's
one,
what she said.
Do
I-
it.
I don't know if I washed it from the previous owner because I got this from our friend, designer of the show, Dougie Nunya. So I
Dougie
don't, know,
doesn't put things in his mouth. I asked him.
I don't know if I cleaned it, so I'm not going to put this one in my mouth.
Hi, Mom.
And then if I had to go with the second one, I'd say RVD, the original. I mean, the chase is awesome, but RVD is the one I always wanted. I'm getting choked up about it. I apologize.
Well, Ryan, we'll give you 420 seconds to collect yourself there.
Are you gonna go get your weed shirt? Go back to episode 30 something or other where Ryan promotes marijuana.
It's no joke. It goes up in smoke.
Don't be a dope and be friends with people who do the dope.
By the way, I would just like to say in our Patreon exclusive chat, which you can join our Patreon at Brian's Vault or Dave Cave level, you get to join our Facebook chat, patreon.com/WNRDB. I believe Tom mentioned the word dope a million times. I kept meaning to make a drug reference, like a 420 reference for him. Didn't happen.
Tom is
So
just trying to use cool hip lingo so the youth still think he's cool.
Tom, I mean, Harold, I do think Tom is cool. I really do. Which is why Tom is potentially coming to the East Coast to meet me. Just saying. It could happen.
Potentially.
It's one of my goals in the new year is to meet the nerds, ladies and gentlemen. I want to meet somebody. I've met several fans. Met several fans of the show in person, but I've never gotten to meet one of the actual nerds. So
The question is, who do you hug first? Tom or me, Harold? The puppet. Oh, I got the hiccups. Uh-oh.
Sweet. We are just Jonathan, put your seatbelt on because we're going to go off the rails. So I will just take this to a complete side. So Jonathan, how did you get into micro brawlers?
Honestly, I've in the beginning I kind of dabbled between Pro Wrestling Crate, Pro Wrestling Loot, back and forth, and I had a couple of the brawlers. Back in the day, Pro Wrestling Loot actually had good stuff.
It did.
Before they ran out of people and
Ideas.
yeah. But I think my first one I had was the JR brawler.
Okay.
And then I got Andre, Ultimate Warrior, and they just kind of sat in a drawer. I never really thought about them. And then started seeing the kind of like the boom of micro brawlers. And then kind of got back into the crate, slowly started to try and get some of my favorites that I wanted until I saw like the outrageous prices that they're going for a 3-inch piece of rubber. But I mean, I'm hoping though that because I never got the British Bulldog, that because they're re-releasing the British Bulldog, basically, I'm hoping one day we get a Piper and a Steamboat.
Yeah, I was thinking about. So, what would everybody want to see if they redid Piper and Steamboat? How would you want them to be? Like,
I would love
like
to see
British Bulldog with a whole different era. Like what?
Yeah, I would love to see kind of like I don't know if there's like a reason why they can't do another Piper, but if they did something like they did with Super Shredder, where they did a John Nada from They Live, and he had the shotgun and the sunglasses, I think that'd be cool.
I was gonna.
Did. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say
they,
the Black Panther shirt that they gave out in the crate. I like that because you could put like the Pro Wrestling Crate shirt on him and just promote the crate with it. But
yeah, and I'd love to see maybe like a WCW Steamboat kind of thing with like the white karate gi.
That's what I thought too. Like,
yeah, see, I was gonna say the white pants because then. So I've flirted with the idea of getting the pink Macho Man because that's like my favorite attire of his. It's the most iconic one.
But it came out at like
how much?
$5,000.
I only have 5,010. Sorry. But no, I've thought about doing the pink Macho. And so if they release like the white pants, so like you could match them up with WrestleMania 3, because I think that's like the most badass match of all time. Second most, actually. Taker and Michaels from WrestleMania 25, not 26, because we all knew that was the outcome. 25 almost had a heart attack. Just saying. But and could we do any other Steamboats, really?
I know, I'm trying to think. It's not really.
You could do Steamboat with a little pudge and like and his WrestleMania 25 appearance.
You could do Steamboat Mickey, where it's Mickey Mouse in black and white.
You could.
But instead of Mickey's face, it's Ricky the Dragons.
That's great. Mickey the Dragon. Mickey the American Dragon, Steamboat Willie.
There it is, Willie Nelson.
That's a brawler.
Mickey the Dragon, Mickey the American Dragon, Steamboat Willie Mack.
Okay.
Wait.
Yep.
Boom, and it's open too. Good Lord.
I know. I got a box of loose ones here.
That's the wild thing. Ryan, hold up the back of Willie Mack again.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pick. We talked about it. You got a pick, you know.
Yes.
Cool.
I did notice.
That's
It looks
cool.
like just a key print in a keyhole
Yeah.
imprint.
Yeah.
Looks like a fork to me. Fork.
But so, Jonathan, you mentioned like how obviously there's some brawlers you can't, ever attain, like some of us because of the outlandish prices. What would you guess is the highest valued brawler you own? And okay, so actually two-part. What's the highest value one you own, and what's the most you've ever paid for a brawler?
Okay.
That's very personal.
I'm asking the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah. Valued as in what it's worth probably now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably say it's the most brawler I've ever paid for was I got the Road Warrior 2-pack. Well, the red and black Road Warriors. And I would probably say I would think the most valuable would probably be either those Road Warriors or I mean I seen like the Ultimate Warrior and the original Andre going for a lot.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say those.
Nice.
Hey, Andre was my first brawler, and I wish I had sold him. But
I will say though, I did not get the retro Andre because I already have one Andre.
Oh,
I think I got him.
Tom, I'll sell you my retro Andre when he comes in.
No, I think I'm pretty sure I ordered them. I'm not positive, but
That's how
I
you
think
know they've made too many this year is when you think you ordered it.
Oh yeah.
We get packages all the time, and I'm like, what the hell is in there? Oh, it's toys. Great.
And Tom had Andre in his mouth.
I don't know. Andre's too big for that.
Or how much can you Marty's whole head maybe on the 2-up? That's pretty.
I think that's how we got. I think that's how we got in trouble in the first place. So
We're never gonna monetize this show, Ryan. Thanks. Golly.
But you know how we do monetize this show? That is if we hit 1,000 wonderful subscribers, in which Jonathan is one of them. So if you haven't yet, please go down to the bottom of the page, hit the subscribe button, because when, not if, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, Ryan Crossley is going to finally, without
Take off
interruption or
his
fail.
shirt.
No, because we
Oh.
want to monetize. Keep your shirt on, Chief.
No.
No, Ryan is going to show his entire Brawler collection off. So if you want to see Ryan Crossley,
Open the vault.
right, yeah, we're gonna crack open the vault. The sticky wet bandits are coming in, baby, and we're gonna see Ryan's display. He's having heart palpitations thinking about the day.
It'll be like Willy Wonka. But also something like a world of imagination. It'll be amazing soon.
A world of pure imagination. When you see, Ryan sees. Open vault of micro brawlers.
They'll say, Tom, taste the hacksaw. It tastes like wood dust.
Oh, yum, 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 yum.
That's sawdust. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Try the boogeyman. It'll
Oh,
remind
it's
you of your
worms
childhood.
and time.
It'll remind you of your childhood. Try the boogeyman.
Gummy worms. So Jonathan, again, talking about price, and obviously one of the big things coming up at the end of this month, actually, is the wedding of one Matt and Chelsea Cardona. And so obviously they've had the wedding brawlers released. Margaret and her fiance Steve are in talks to have their own wedding micro brawlers made, just to really make everyone mad.
It's not gonna happen.
Can you imagine if it did, though? Ooh. Like, I don't even know who these people are.
You're gonna get
Yes, there we go. There's Margaret's micro brawler.
Kind
Steve
of like
can be
that.
Andre the Giant because he's really tall. But so what are your thoughts on the wedding micro brawlers?
I mean, I saw Lemonhead got a pair of them, right?
you won.
Yeah,
He won them. That's
Yeah,
just craziness.
everyone
It's-
messaged him that day.
I bet. It's just, I don't know. Like, I could imagine that there are going to be some people that are some just random wrestlers that could care less about them are going to get drunk and just drop them off for like $20 a piece, or like a random like aunt or something like that.
Uncle Tony.
But
Send this to the
But I
friends
mean-
store.
it's just, I don't even know. You might even see a pair of them sitting at a Goodwill somewhere in Orlando.
That would be exactly what I want.
But I mean, it's one of those things where I'm glad to say that I'm not a completionist at it, because that's someone's gonna make a lot of money off of them.
Exactly. I think they get married. I think they get married on New Year's Eve. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. I want to say it's New Year's Eve. So like literally,
You
I'm just gonna
talk
be.
about it enough. You should know the
I
date,
should.
the time, and the place, David.
Well, you know what? If only we had a major guest who could come on the show and confirm that for us. It'd be
That would be
great.
nice.
Just saying. So Bob Cardona, if you want to come on the show and talk about your son's wedding, I would love to have you on. Met you at the Eyes
Aren't we
on
already
Spinner.
friends with the Swiggle Swaggle?
Well, yes, but we had him on. We can't have him on again to talk about the wedding. You know.
Well, he likes puppets, and you didn't have me on when the Swaggle was on. And we
Well,
could
you
have
know
been
what?
friends, Dave.
Well, there you go. Swoggle, if you want to come back on, friend of the show.
He's not
Swoggle.
watching this.
No, not until he fulfills JP's wish. Then he's on.
Oh, yes. If we get a wee nominal Swoggle. Woo!
If we get a wee nominal Swaggle, we gotta have JP and Swaggle on.
Yes.
If that happens, I may have to drive down to Brooklyn just to like calm J.
JP
Like,
will
are you
die.
okay? He will. We'll have to. Jeez.
What I
Well,
would
yeah.
like to know is for those wedding brawlers, I'm imagining they're going to be in those little goodie bags that you get at the hotel for your guests. I wonder, like, how many guest employee or hotel employees are going to just like, grandma doesn't need a pair of micro brawlers.
That's like, and so I don't know if you've heard me mention the video about I'm a wedding DJ, folks. So if you, for the best in entertainment, there's only one choice, DJ DaveCTheVoice. But like, as like a wedding vendor, I'm curious how they're doing this. Are they going to be at the table in the goodie bags? I would just I feel like, there you go, everyone. Tom has the business card. But like, I feel like Matt Cardona, who has said he's going to get drunk at this wedding, would be smart enough to early on in the evening, like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, before we all get knee deep in PBR, the micro brawlers that are at your table, if you don't want them, list them on eBay for $500. Guarantee you will get it. Guaranteed. Now let's have some fun. But
I feel like this is becoming like America's royal wedding or something. It's like every single episode we got to put our 10 minutes about those
So over them.
I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna wear.
talk about it. What color scheme? Do you think Cardona is a straight up black and white tux with the black bow tie? Because I think he'd be the complete opposite. I think he's a white tux man. Or gray.
All black.
Purple?
He's wearing a dark red suit. Like a
Wait, have you seen
deep
this?
maroon with black tie. And Chelsea is getting dressed by Christian Serrano from Project Runway.
I don't know if he's lying or not.
I love fashion. Can't you see my shirt?
I
You
feel
can
like
get it on
if anybody
Wrestling
could be an
Tees,
invite to the
the
wedding,
Wrestling
it'd probably
NRD
be
Broadcast.
Harold.
Hold on,
Well, what
Nick. Nick, as a royalty, you just ran over the puppet's great promotion. So Harold, what were you saying about how you love fashion?
Oh boy, I love fashion. Can't you see my shirt? You can get it for yourself on www.prowrestlingtees.com/The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, NRDB, or something like that. Buy it, you jerks.
Just type NRD in the search and we'll pop up.
NRD for Harold Dub Puppet.
Yeah, not really dope.
Ugh.
But Nick, what were you asking before I was so rudely interrupted by Harold?
I was just gonna say if any of us got invited to the wedding, it would definitely be Harold. So
I'm a
That's
wedding vendor.
Yeah,
I was
I'm not trying to
surprised
get
that
any gain by this. I'm
You
trying to
did
bring the funk. He got the funk. Harold got the funk. Yeah, yeah.
Now we're getting demonetized because we don't have the copyright claims to that song.
Hey, I could have sung a Beatles song, then we would have gotten charged.
Hey, Harold.
No. Hey, Hodapp. How
So
are
this
you
is
doing?
Harold.
It's your friend Harold, and my friend Tom says hi.
Hi, Tom.
Oh, look, somebody said it.
It's so nice when people say hi back.
I say it all the time. All the
It's kinda-
time.
I think it's like Hulk Hogan. We have to someone's got to fuel Tom a little with a high here and there to let him, be the Hulk Hogan of highs.
Possibly.
Not the Terry Bollea of highs, the Hulk Hogan.
All
Of
I'm
highs.
saying is when we meet, Tom's hello is going to be so loud. The world is going to shake. Ah!
The ropes there, warrior.
Ah!
That was the coolest.
When the powers from the sky, thunder monkeys, come down and they hit me with the lightning bolts from the unicorn fox. I'll tell you, brother, I'm from parts unknown. It's me, the ultimate Harold.
Speaking of Ultimate Warrior, like I just gotta say, I went to Universal in Hollywood, like Universal Studios, and went to like the Simpsons ride, and they don't have it in Orlando for some reason, but like outside of the ride in Orlando, they rarely have like Simpsons characters you can meet. I was wearing an Ultimate Warrior t-shirt, and they had Sideshow Bob there, and he pointed at my t-shirt, ran over to these red ropes, and started doing the Ultimate Warrior rope shake. And I was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then we went over to like the Despicable Me, and I probably was the same person. And he grabbed the ropes and started doing it.
Awesome.
I am
Nothing's
such
better
a
than
big
watching a
Simpsons
minion.
fan.
I'm not a big Simpsons guy.
It's
It's not that good of a show. It's not that good of a show.
Tattoo.
It's a decent show, Tom. And
You're
Harold.
not even a decent man.
But you know what is decent about me, baby? You know what is?
What's that?
My decent skin, baby.
Yeah, you might have decent skin, but I'm a puppet. And I'm invited to things because I'm cute and cuddly and fun.
Harold, I thought we were friends. Do you want to fight again?
No, I just want to get you mad enough to come to Michigan so I don't have to keep driving 13 hours to go east.
Listen, I got something to say to you, Harold.
Oh,
I got
here
something
we
to
go.
say to
Good
you.
night.
Yeah, that's right, Harold, because I am calling you out. Because in what are we, a month and a half away? A month and a half away, I am going to personally throw Harold over the top rope, land ho style, 15
What?
rows into the crowd, and I am going to win the Royal Rumble, baby.
I got a trick on my sleeve, Dave. You'll see it soon enough.
I can't wait.
I
It's
don't
gonna be
even
the
know what it is,
Kofi
but it's
Kingston
happening.
landing.
Yeah, there you go.
His
Yeah, they
legs
call
are
me
tucked in.
Harold Kingston when I'm in a rumble.
And
See this thing on my head?
Dude,
Hey,
Harold, do you
That's
have
for
feet?
balance.
Exactly, Nick. That's exactly
You
what I
have
was thinking.
feet, Harold.
yeah, where's Harold's feet? I want to make sure he's got feet that have to hit the ground. Otherwise,
Yeah,
he can't be in
yeah,
the rumble.
yeah, that's a foot.
Oh, it is a foot.
Oh,
That's another foot. Hold on. There's my legs.
All right. I
oh,
wasn't sure.
Whoa, Harold, Harold.
Easy,
I'm
easy.
not
I don't
watching
have
this.
any of that stuff. I'm a puppet.
no pants on?
Jeez.
I can put pants on.
Harold's
Hold
just
on.
relaxing in a nightgown and his moo. Jonathan, when you started watching this cluster of a show, did you think this is how it would be if you ever got to go on?
I did. I did.
Set your expectations low and you can just walk over the bar.
Jonathan's keeping us on track. I want to thank you.
Yes,
for
it really
that.
is.
You go off.
Yeah, Jonathan is our stage manager this evening.
Yep.
Oh man, this has been a lot of fun. Was there anything else we wanted to make sure we talked about, like that I'm forgetting?
Talking shop brawlers.
Oh yes, Talking Shop Brawlers. If you haven't yet already by the time this airs, what are you waiting for? Buy them. We have Sex Ferguson, Chad Too Bad, and Chico Del Luchador. All three available on ProWrestlingTees.com. If you buy all three, you get 20% off your order. While you're there, you can throw some great nerd merch in your cart for that last-minute wrestling fan in your life for the holidays. So just saying, these hats are pretty sweet. Nick, I'm just telling you, you could wear the hat if you don't have your crown on. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Oh my God.
pants.
There we go.
Wait.
Harold's in vacation mode, baby.
Is that what
Why?
you're wearing for the wedding now?
And pants.
You
With
just need sandals.
fake pockets.
Harold, you know that if you
That's
come
it.
Harold, you know that if you come to the wedding, you're gonna have to put the bow tie on as well with that
Hold
outfit.
on.
Yeah, I approve. Fashion police. I didn't let you guys know I'm undercover, but Harold, that's approved.
There you go.
Yeah, I know it's approved. I'm stylish, baby.
I'm sorry. Your style. So Jonathan, I gotta ask, what, as a fan of the broadcast, what do you like? What do you dislike? What can we do better? Oh my God, Harold is ready for the wedding.
Margaret, I'm ready for your wedding. Tell that guy that you're marrying I said hi. I forgot his name. Steve.
Wait, hold on. I'm just going to take a picture of this, Harold. Let's, because yeah, we gotta just.
Oh, wow.
He is wedding ready, ladies and gentlemen.
He's either way. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. I got slacks on.
I'm going to text this to Margaret right now. So
Margaret.
just to see what she says. Margaret, Harold says hi. But yes, Jonathan, so what do you like about the show? What can we do better to better serve you, the viewer?
I mean, honestly, the best part of the show is just the banter back and forth. It's one of those things where I can't remember what episode it was, but when you guys said like you've never met in person, I was actually like very shocked because just for 4 people who met on a Facebook group page, you couldn't tell.
We've
4
never
people on a
even
puppet.
texted. It's pretty wild.
No
Like,
phone numbers haven't been exchanged.
I feel like that's an in-person thing. Like if I meet you, I'll give you my number. Although
Yeah.
Tom does technically have my number because he
I'll
has
give
my
it to
business.
everybody. Hold on.
Don't
Dave's
no.
number,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
777 775 4261
Drink a
420
fresh Sam Adams,
69.
ladies and gentlemen. Sam Adams, the full gear of beers, whether it's Oktoberfest, Winter Lager, it all tastes great. Sam Adams, don't freaking call me. Although Sam Adams can
741
call me.
75 93 628.
that
11.
so you just sound
What's
like
your
a
number,
motherfucker.
Harold?
Yeah,
No,
my
guys,
phone number, I
it's
don't have a
simple.
phone. Tom has a phone. It's 908.
Write this down.
You broke up there.
Type that down. But
But,
yeah, no, it's pretty wild. Like I said, we've never met in person. We've never texted. It's all been through Facebook chat. When the Facebook and Instagram went down a few weeks ago, we thought that was the end of the show. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just go on the show by myself. It's welcome back to the Dave Canning Sports Show for those who have watched the really old videos on here, you know. But
Well, if that happens, you got to play the slow walking away Incredible Hulk song.
no, I gotta play a version like it so I don't get demonetized.
The
So-
8-bit version like they used to have on flip phones.
So Margaret's exact words, let's see if we can read this. I said, Harold says he's wedding ready. She goes, OMG, that's so fucking adorable. We definitely need to make this put this together, Brotato. The pants!
The pants!
It's the
Yeah, baby.
okay.
You got to get Cardona this year, because, like Nick said, you'll be the first one to be
I
invited.
could do your practice wedding.
I'm
Harold-
going to start making best man speeches and sending them to Matthew Cardona's and say, hey, Matthews, Cardona's, you are a good fella and marriage is a thing that you're doing. Be nice.
I'm just saying
She
that,
just-
Cardona. We've met. You loved my
Yeah,
my signature.
He doesn't care, Dave. He meets so many people. He only meets one puppet.
That's
I'm
actually
sure he's probably met a puppet before.
I don't think so.
I think he's met Kermit.
No. Kermit's not a puppet. Kermit is a Muppet with an M.
I thought he was
Yeah,
a frog.
jeez, Jonathan. Gosh,
Oh,
it's so
That is
Jonathan,
true.
I was fighting to get you on
You're
this
so
show. Don't make me
unaccepting.
regret it.
No, but
Speaking
what
of
I think,
fighting, should we
what
do
I
our
think
top
you
three?
should do, well, I was gonna say real quick, what I think you should do is send that picture to Matt's DMs, and I'm sure you'll get invited.
And the caption's gonna say, "Hey, sexy, how you doing? You want a best man? Because Brian Myers sucks."
Wow. First of all, no, he doesn't. Brian Myers
I know, not
does
in real
not
life,
suck.
just because I want to be the best man, and I want to have a toast with champagne. Whoa!
Are you old enough to drink, Harold?
I don't have an age.
I think I'd card you if I was still working at the grocery store. But since I'm not, Harold, you can have as many refreshing Sam Adams as you'd like, my friend.
Sam Adams, cool winter lager. Nothing better than on a cold day, coming inside, cozying up by the fire with your lovely, lovely significant other or best friend and saying, I want a Sam Adams winter lager. How about you, baby? And they're like, yeah, Sam Adams.
You know what, folks? In a year's time, when Margaret is married, the winter lager should be out. And I'm going to replay this video with Harold by my side at the wedding.
And we're going to be on a bearskin rug, watching the fireplace, sharing beer. Margaret can't call you Bro-Tato anymore. I'm going to make you my Bro-Tato. You be my little tater tot, Dave.
I feel like all of those sentences have been said in
I'm-
prison
I'm
before.
So sorry. I'm
Oh,
so
Jesus.
sorry. I can't do this anymore. I'm broken.
Wonderful! Tom says so, I knew you'd come.
delete. It's not even fun, delete.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, brother. Oh, my. So, top three Tuesday, everyone. Top 3 Tuesday. We've let our guest, Jonathan Hodapp, Poppy, select. And Jonathan, you've selected video game characters as our top 3 Tuesday if we want to be made into micro brawlers, correct?
Yep.
So, Jonathan,
Oh,
as our
baby, I love this.
So, Jonathan, as our guest, you can either go first or you can go last. So, which do you want?
I think I'll go last.
You're gonna go last. All
I'll
right,
go
then.
last.
Ryan can go first. Screw you, Nick.
Wow. Is that okay with you, Nick?
That's fine.
I
Sounding
edit the
fun.
show, Chief. I'll cut it around if I have to. I'll re-record my answers.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay, well, Be careful what you ask for, Dave.
I swear to God, Ryan, I'll
I'm
get
not-
Linda to drive that over to California.
This was on my list already, so I'm not stealing content. But okay, I'm not going to ask Jonathan's age, but I assume I am the eldest still, even though I look so young.
Don't you dare do it.
But video games, I'm going to go with a game many of you probably haven't heard of, a game called Pong.
Damn it!
2 bars and a little, people said it was a ball, but it was a square, a little 8-bit square. I'm kidding. Sadly, I think 3 of us thought of that. I thought of that too as my old joke. I was trying to get my old joke in. Sorry, Dave. That's not even my pick. You can have it. My real answer, 1993 Super Nintendo game I bought for, I think it was $15 on clearance at KB Toys. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Amazing game. If you haven't played it, I guess it's on PS4 and Xbox One download. I'm an old gamer. Amazing game. You go through, I think there's like 100 levels, and you go through with a chainsaw, with a squirt gun, shooting mummies and Jason B versions of Jason, werewolves, so much cool stuff. But there's a little guy named Zeke. He had blonde hair, black shirt with a skull on it. I think that's why I used to like skulls back in the day. And he had the little 3D glasses. So I'm going Zeke from 1993, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Earthworm Jim, classic game for me as a kid. And then Super Nintendo, also a game I rented. I need to replay and try and beat it, but the Tick, the blue guy, the Tick.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Spoon. Those are my picks.
Harold, how about you? What do you got?
Yeah. Okay. The first one I thought of was Chad Muska from Tony Hawk Pro Skater from the PlayStation 2, because he had a backpack and a radio, and I liked it. So I'm a big skateboard man. So I'm picking Chad Muska. My other one is fellow vegetarian Lisa Simpson from the Simpsons arcade game. I love the Simpsons, Dave.
Okay.
And then my third one is Waluigi from Mario Tennis.
Okay. Get behind that.
Waluigi.
He's my go-to on Mario Kart, Waluigi.
He's my go-to on anyone. Or I pick Princess Daisy, but I don't need her as a figure.
All right. I'm gonna let Nick go next. I'm gonna.
What a
I'm curious.
surprise!
Do you want me to go? Do you want me to go before him?
I don't care.
Magic puppet. It's King's choice. Does he want to go next, or does he want to go after me?
King shall go last with the host. We'll let our guests go last, but I will go last.
So I'm going next then.
You're next. Yes, you have my
All
word.
You're being commanded to go next. Go next, Dave.
So I'm going next. I'm declaring that I'm going next. I'm cashing in. So I did think of doing Pong, but I don't know if you make a brawler into that without losing it. So I'm going to go with Soap McTavish from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. If anybody plays Call of Duty out there?
Call it duty?
Call of Duty.
Call it duty?
No, not Call It Duty, you duty head. And then
And that's a throwback.
And then I'm gonna go as my number 2. I'm gonna go with Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2. It was a fun zombie game, and I always loved using a guitar as a melee weapon because it would just make the guitar sounds as you hit people, and I thought that was really funny. And then my number 3, I said I was going to cheat this way because the original thought was we are going to do WCW wrestlers. So I said, like, oh, I'm going to do wrestling characters in video games. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go with the king of the broadcast, the voice, Dave Cannon from WWE 2K20, everyone. Should be made into a brawler.
I was going to ask if that was allowed. Yeah.
No.
Touche.
So, Nick,
I'll
what
allow
do
it
you have?
because it was
Harold's
creative.
naked.
I got hot.
Nick,
All
what
right,
do you
well,
have?
let's go. I'm gonna go Link from Zelda because that's my wife's favorite video game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Mortal Kombat Goro. I think Goro would be a cool Michael Brawler.
He's the fellow with 4 arms, right?
Let's go. What
That'd have
about?
to be a 2-up.
Yeah. He's Andre size.
Yeah.
What about Duke Nukem?
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, I like
Good
that.
one.
That's a good
All
one.
right. It's a solid choice. So that's all three, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan.
right.
This is the moment every fan always fantasizes about. Give us
Yeah.
your top 3 Tuesday.
Oh yeah. I just want to say too, I'm proud of you all not depicting like Super Mario and all like the generic mascots.
I almost went
But,
with Yoshi from Mario Kart. I almost did.
But I would have to say from N64, we have a Tatanka. I would love to see a Torok.
Ooh, solid pick.
I think Torok would be good. Let's see. From PlayStation, I'd love to see like a Crash Bandicoot. I think
That
that'd
would
be
look
cool.
so cool.
And then to throw in a sleeper of a game that probably no one's heard of, but for Super Nintendo, since they made a game about just about everything, Chester Cheetah from Chester Cheetah Too Cool to Fool.
Whoa.
That is a solid pick right there.
Yeah. The game's sole purpose is you go around to build a motorcycle. Such a letdown as a child at Blockbuster. I'm like, that's cool.
Sneak King, starring the Burger King's King on Xbox 360.
Oh my God.
There you
That's
go.
mine. Harold had his. That's the only one I want. Jonathan, thank you for reminding me of that game just now by talking about Cheetos.
Wait a second. What is
Jonathan,
the
when
name?
you played, did you eat Cheetos? Did you eat
There's a
Cheetos
guy
while
on the
you played?
internet who has like 2,000 copies of Sneak King in his bedroom. The whole premise is you hide and force feed people Whoppers.
Jesus.
That's what I'm going to do to Dave when I see him in person.
Jeez. So there was
Hey,
a
Dave.
game. There was a game called Goat Simulator.
Yes.
Yes, and you just like were a goat and just ran into shit.
I
Like,
have
that's all you
Untitled
did.
Goose Game.
Jesus.
I
Yes.
remember when I was in school, when they used to have just like computers in the back of the classroom. There was one game on there. I don't know what it was called, but it was basically like a Zoo Tycoon, but with Dinosaur Park.
Oh, I know exactly what
And I will say this, because like I know a lot of people always said like with the Sims games, you could like randomly lock a character in a room with no doors and stuff like that. I remember me and my friend used to build the park with like, because you would basically get raptors, T-Rexes, and all that. But because we didn't have enough money after buying the higher expensive dinosaurs, we had like wooden fences. And you would basically see like the next day we'd come back and log in a parking lot full of cars, but no people in the park. and I never really thought about it until like as I got old, and I was like, wait a minute. They basically just allowed the dinosaurs to just kill everybody.
That's why we don't genetically modify and recreate dinosaurs, everyone.
It took us 5 movies. Took us 5 movies, but I think we're still doing it.
They're going to do it.
It's going to happen one day, I'm sure of it.
So,
Oh, sure.
Jonathan,
Well, I will say this real quick, because like you said, this will happen. I remember I did a project once, and it like you could basically just make up whatever you wanted on this essay, but it had to be like cited. And so I did an essay about Conan the Barbarian working at Cyberdyne and basically becoming the model for the Terminator. And I found out there is a company called Cyberdyne in Texas that does computer chips and computer technology. It's coming.
We're doomed.
Please don't come after us, Cyberdyne.
Yeah, seriously, we love everybody.
We're just a wrestling podcast.
Go to Michigan where Harold is first. Take
We don't
care.
want
See me in New York. My name is Dave Cat, and I'm a wedding DJ.
I
Not
would
my
just
full-time
love to
job.
meet the business loan person at the bank that's like, this sounds like a great idea.
That's Harold the business puppet.
Yeah, when we go to the bank they send me and they say, Harold, bring your stack of money and tell the bank, hey, hold on to this for me. And then I go to the bank and I say, hey, bank, hold on to my money. Give me more money. And they do.
Oh man, I would just like to say for the record, Jonathan always participates in the top 3 Tuesday in the comment section below. We will ask that you please put your top 3 Tuesday in the comment section below as well. And Jonathan, you're gonna have to come up with an additional top 3 to comment in the section on the video when this does come out. So if you're watching this, Jonathan, comment your top 3 Tuesday right now. Just saying. There, I'm giving you your reminder. So
He will.
So, Jonathan, is there anything you want to plug? A social media channel, your own YouTube page, Instagram, anything? You got a business you run?
Uh,
Got anything
really,
you're
I guess-
selling?
yeah. I guess the
Legally?
only I do have yeah, I do have I think my like Instagram and Twitter is my name, Jonathan Hodapp.
Is it spelled like this? Is it spelled ho? Like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ho
I couldn't find my
Dapp.
DAP caulking. I was looking for the DAP caulking in the garage. I couldn't find it. So it's
Oh, boy.
just give me that.
Whenever I explain it to people, they're always like, "How do you say?" I'm like, "Ho." Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dab.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, Jonathan, we appreciate you coming on. We thank you for being such a loyal friend of the show and viewer of the show. It is without your reviews that I just have to sit in my office on the company YouTube account and just keep watching the video to get the plays up. Not that I do that with this channel, my work channel. Yes, I got to keep those views up. But yes, so if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, hit that red button, click the bell so you get notified when new videos come out. Like the video, share it with your friends. Again, subscribe. 1,000 subscribers. Ryan will show his Brawler collection. It is going to happen, folks, but we need your help. And we also need your help to keep us clothed. We need to help keep you clothed. So go to prowrestlingtees.com/the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Get yourself a fancy nerd shirt or hat. Remember, that is nerd spelled N-R-D. You go to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB. Pledge us at any level. You will get to be, you'll get your name in the credits. You will get our ever-loving thanks. If you join Ryan's Vault or the Dave Cave, you get invited to the Facebook chat. Join the Dave Cave, you can win an autograph from a past guest. And of course, everyone that joins in the month of December will be invited to the Wrestling Nerd Christmas party. We're going to have that date really soon. Let's see what else we're getting. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WNRDB, Twitter @WNRDB, Instagram, the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Of course, check out Harold's accounts, Harold_Puppet, or I'm sorry, Harold_Puppet, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow Tom Says Hi. I think that's the handle of that account that we forgot about.
Totally forgot I had that.
Yeah, it's a thing, folks. Tom Says Hi. Tom Says Hi. So yeah, that is going to do it for this episode of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. Oh yes, and join the Micro Brawler fan group on Facebook, in which Nick and Ryan are they're okay admins. So
We'll get to 2,000 members in no time.
Yes, and once we hit 2,000 members, we will let you see whose arm that is behind Harold. So in the meantime, and in between time, until next time, on behalf of myself, the King, DaveCTheVoice, the technical king, Nick Carpenter, the Micro Brawler scholar, Mr. Ryan Crossley, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Hall of Fame class 2011, the commissioner, Harold the Puppet, and of course, our #1 fan, Mr. Jonathan Hodapp, reminding you to tell your mother you love her every day, because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. We're sorry for all the calamity tonight. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.